So a couple months ago when we heard from Marvel head honcho Kevin Feige that Spider-Man Far From Home would actually be the ending of Phase 3 rather than kicking off Phase 4, many fans were kind of confused by that, but after we saw Avengers Endgame, it made sense that Far From Home would sort of serve as an epilogue to the Infinity Saga. And now Kevin Feige has explained even further, with spoilers, how Far From Home really truly is the end of Phase 3. While speaking with Comicbook, he said, "We've been working for many years on Infinity War and Endgame and Far From Home. Those were the films that were culminating the entire Infinity Saga of the MCU, and as we were working on Endgame, we realized that the true end of the entire saga, the final film of Phase 3, had to be Spider-Man Far From Home, because we lose Tony at the end of Endgame. The relationship between Parker and Tony Stark is so special over the 5 films that Tom Holland has portrayed Spider-Man in the MCU that we needed to see where his journey went and see how he does as Spider-Man steps out of the shadow of his mentor and becomes the hero that he was always meant to be. And it's for that reason that Endgame and Far From Home are essentially 2 pieces of the same story, and it's not over yet until Far From Home." We also know that the Spider-Man Homecoming sequel will be dealing with the aftermath of the snap on Earth and how people have kind of moved on after those that have disappeared have returned home, and kind of I guess what the world is dealing with after the events of Endgame. So it should be pretty interesting to see the next chapter of Peter Parker's journey and see how the death of Tony Stark affects him and how he becomes a true hero in the eyes of the world. But post your thoughts down in the comments below. Do you guys think this makes sense that Far From Home serves as a bookend to Phase 3 rather than kicking off the events of Phase 4, which now it seems like the Black Widow prequel movie is going to serve as? For more updates on everything Spider-Man Far From Home and Marvel and pop culture, be sure to subscribe to HN Entertainment.